Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man at your services. Kilt-Man and Roxy the Wonder Dog, who now actually has one of our old discarded peanut butter jars. But it's one of those big jars, and even with her super tongue, she still can't get to the bottom of it, and she's digging and diving and really working hard. Anyway, folks, how are you all? Hope you're doing very, very well. Now, I hope, like many other people, you've woken up this morning to a little knock on the door from Mr. Postman, who has delivered your copy of The Thing UHD 4K Limited Edition from StudioCanal. Because I know, I've already heard from a couple of people that they've got theirs. And not that they're gloating, of course. No, God forbid. But Kilt-Man, have you got your copy yet? And I'm like, no. I mean, officially, it's due out on the 20th. This is now Friday the 17th. Yeah, so on the Monday the 20th, it comes out in the UK. I've pre-ordered it, of course I have, of course I did. So I went on to Amazon and checked, when's it coming? Mine isn't coming until the 25th, estimated delivery. What? Because Draven Lee, you even said, oh, yours might come today, Kilt-Man. No, it won't be. Damn it! And the reason for that is, when this got touted, when it first got mooted that, right, it's going to be released, everyone was like, yay, clamouring for it. 4K release of The Thing, wow! With all the lobby cards and posters and booklets and art stuff, just loads of all the bump. So I leapt on the bandwagon as well. Only I thought I leapt on the bandwagon and ordered mine. Next thing I heard, Amazon had sold out. It wasn't available, the 4K limited edition wasn't available anymore. So I thought, well, look, I ordered mine. Went on and checked. Oh, I hadn't ordered it, had I? I thought I had, but I hadn't done it. Ooh, what? I'm the biggest fan of The Thing the world has ever known. No, I am. I don't care what any of you say. I don't care how big a fan you think you are. I am the biggest fan. Clearly not, because I would have got that order in right away, wouldn't I? Anyway, then news come out that, oh, it's back in stock at Amazon. They put it up again. So straight away I got on there. Now, I'm willing to bet that many people are going to get theirs either, well, today, tomorrow, Sunday. Amazon deliver on Sunday. But probably a lot will get them on the Monday. And that'll be the first batch, which is all sold out. They'll be delivered. Mine's not coming in that batch though, is it? No, it's not. Mine's going to be a few days later. I hope it is anyway. Oh, what a rigmarole. And like, this just shows you, you've got to be so quick with these things. And I'm a grown man, and I'm like, oh, other people have got their copy now, and I want mine. 52? I've seen the film a gazillion times. What really are we going to get revelation-wise with a new 4K transfer of The Thing? Well, possibly a fair bit more. The leap to the proper, the screen release from the 4K scan of The Thing was a revelation. The Arrow release of the scan of the 4K scan, their transfer of the 4K scan. Again, this is going back a couple of years now. They were all really, really good versions and definite leaps and bounds above what we'd seen before on numerous platforms and formats. But I'm beginning to think, like, well, what exactly? You're going to have better colour density, better gradients on it, probably deeper shadows, more vibrant image, and maybe possibly a fair bit more detail. Possibly, you can't always guarantee that with 4K, it doesn't always deliver that. But anyway, it's a great package, and if you're a fan of The Thing, you've got to have it. There's no two ways about it. It's just got to be done, hasn't it? So, I live in anticipation of my copy turning up. Now, anyway, there's also more Thing news, because now it's definite that we're getting a McCready figure from NECA with the flamethrower. There's already, I'm losing track of how many figures are coming out now, because you've got American Werewolf, you've got Jaws, you've got Universal Monsters, you've got so many figures coming out. And The Thing stuff as well, the McCready, there's different versions of McCready. You've got Survival McCready, you've got Outpost 31 McCready, you've got, I don't know, whatever this other one's going to be called. But people were clamouring for a McCready figure with a flamethrower. And I know that people were making little to scale flamethrower units and packs to put on this figure when you get it. And well, now NECA's obviously seen, you know, oh, hang on, maybe we should have put a flamethrower in this. So in other words, you're going to have to buy the same figure again to get the flamethrower, which is just an extra piece in the accessory pack. Actually, thinking about it, there's a bit more in it too. You've got the petri dish with Palmer on the side, and you know he's got the little copper wire, not Dr. Copper, but a bit of copper wire. And you've got the blood sitting in the petri dish, and then you've got another version where the blood's leaping out of the dish. So that's going to be bloody good, isn't it? So we've got a lot more stuff coming. Halloween is just around the corner, and every single year for about the past couple of decades certainly, merchandise has just been more and more and more brand names are creating figures and masks and merchandise, t-shirts, board games, video games, different versions of movies. You know, you're getting more and more and more of this, and this Halloween, this season, is by far the greatest tsunami of merch that I've ever encountered. Now, it'd be a lot easier if, say, you know, you're a fan of comedy movies. Don't get nothing, do you? You might get t-shirts. You might get a little statue of Steve Martin or Eddie Murphy. But you're not going to get much, are you? If you're a fan of war films, well, you better just go and buy the little Airfix, you know, soldiers, paint them up. Or get Action Man, because there really isn't much else, is there? But when it comes to horror, sci-fi, fantasy, and especially horror, there is no end to it. No end. And it's only increasing exponentially. So it'd be great if you're like, well, my favourite film is Jaws. So you just limit yourself to buying the Jaws stuff. Or, well, my favourite film is Halloween. So you just limit yourself to Halloween stuff. Jesus, the amount of Halloween stuff. Michael Myers, oh my God, everything there. That's already going to bankrupt you, just that alone. But what if you're into Universal Monsters, you're into American Werewolf, you're into The Thing, you're into all of this, Nightmare on Elm Street, Candyman, Friday the 13th, you're into all these movies. It's just an endless cavalcade of cool stuff which you just can't avoid buying. And me, I'm at the moment under, I was going to say self-imposed house arrest. It's not quite like that. It's Mrs. Kilt-Man has said, you want to get all this stuff? Well, you can't afford to go to the pub then, can you? What? What I said? What? It's got a point though, because I can't. So for the last 2 days, I've been housebound. I mean, I've been working from home, and yesterday was such an intense, horrible, pain in the arse day. Do you mind? Huskies, you know, they're definitely not from this planet. Well, this one certainly isn't. I was working that hard, and my job's pretty intense. It's, you know, not grafting wise, but just up here. And I don't like, you know, things that are like stressful and all. They don't do that. Don't do stress. So I've had a really knackering day, brain fatigue. And finally I shut the laptop down, and I'd worked longer hours as well because the job demanded it. And I just said to Mrs. Kilt-Man, oh, you know what? I said, I've got a video to do tonight. How often have you all heard that and seen no video? And I said, I've got a video to do tonight, but I want to relax first and get in the mood. So I'm just going to go for a drink. So I got changed and put my bandana on, like, put my rabbit. No. I just got ready to go out. And when I come back down the stairs, Mrs. Kilt-Man met me at the bottom of the stairs and she went, don't be after too long because I've got a Zumba class tonight. What bearing would that have on me going out? None. So I went, yeah, all right. And then she went, more importantly, don't spend too much. Not don't spend anything. What kind of pub would that be? I'd spend all my time there, wouldn't I? Yeah. And she goes, don't spend too much. So that took the wind out of my sails. So I went, oh, do you know what? I won't fucking bother then, shall I? She went, no, you can go. Well, that was the worst thing. Well, no, I won't, because then I got on my high horse, which for a little short horse like me, that's no mean feat. So I went, no, made a big issue out of it, big moral stand. No, I'm not going anywhere. Harumph. So I sat down in the living room, thought, I know what, I'll put some films on. I'm doing that video, aren't I? No, do that video. By the way, that's the hose off my flamethrower. But so anyway, to cut this short, I didn't do any videos. In fact, I didn't watch any films. What I did do was go to bed really ridiculously early, and then I massively overslept, and I woke up all groggy, and luckily I'm not working today. Hey! So I can do videos today, hence this thing you're seeing right now. And the follow-up coming in a bit later on. And I woke up really groggy and picked up my phone, and there's a message. Oh, the new thing figures are out. Draven Lee's going like, oh, I've got my 4K UHD, the thing, and I'm like, oh, shit. And I can't even afford to go to pub. God damn it. Woe is me. No, I ain't that bothered. Life goes on. And you never know, the thing mine might be in that first assortment, and they're just saying the 25th, just to be on the safe side. Now, Ennio Morricone's score for the thing, you guys have heard me play this a million times and discuss it a million times, in which case you'll know that some of his discarded tracks from it, I can't bloody stand. They were discarded for a good reason. They're shit. So, no way. Oh, the thing there, of course. Now, the next video you're going to see is I've bigged it up a little bit lately, but the Bloodthirsty trilogy, the Japanese vampire horror movies from the 70s, you're going to get that. Now, what I was going to do with that, I was going to do individual movie reviews for The Vampire Doll, aka Legacy of Dracula, Lake of Dracula, and then The Evil of Dracula. I struggle to think what it's called then. But the thing is, having watched them all just recently, I watched them all back to back. So you're talking about 4.5 hours of viewing there, of cult, awesome, stylistic Japanese V horror. And but the thing is, they're also samey, that they all blend into one. So to sit and do a video on the first movie, for example, I'd be getting the details all mixed up, because they do have such similar narrative, such similar plots, such similar stylistic tricks. The same director, some of the same stars, the same sets, the same locations. So I mean, it'd be like, oh god. So I'm going to do them all as one. Yeah, you see, thinking ahead of the game there. And also, more economical, do it that way. Squeeze it all into one video. So, folks, anyway, this was just like to kind of get me awake, and then with the camera and sort out how I'm going to do all this. Because I'm still trying to work out this swanky new camera, and it's still messing me around, because there's so many settings on it that and there's no instructions. You can watch as many tutorials as you want, but no one's telling me how to use it the way I want to use it, with this front camera facing me, so I can see me and know exactly what I'm doing, and then hit the stop button and the start button at the right times. I would just love a timer on this, but there isn't. So you've got to see me going and all the time, and then hitting the button and leaning back. Hey folks! Anyway, a load of blurb there for you, but Halloween is fast approaching. Halloween Kills at the cinemas and on Peacock, same day. I've yet to discover if we've got Peacock. If Peacock is part of Now TV, we've got Now TV, but we've got the entertainment package. And Mrs. Kilt-Man, who pays for a lot of these packages, like Sky and all that, she said that, and BT and all, BT Sport and all that, she said, I'm not paying for anything extra, I'm just not going to do it. So I've got a feeling that Halloween Kills is going to be on the film package. Makes sense, does it not? Not the entertainment package. So I may have to fork out for that myself. It's just endless expense. Do you see? The pub doesn't fit into the whole budget now with all the merch coming out. In fact, food doesn't fit into the budget for all the merch coming out right now. And we want it. We want it all. Precious. Folks, I have been and always shall be Kilt-Man, so please keep watching, because the Bloodthirsty trilogy is coming in a wee bit, unless I find some money and go to pub instead. I jest. I'm going to see you all.